Hello, good evening, and welcome to Arco. We are here for the Under-19s and Under-17 Speed Final. My name is Matt Groom, and I'm joined by Sienna in the commentary box. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, hi, I'm Sienna. I'm on the Canadian team, and in Arco this year, I'm competing in lead and Boulder. I'm in U19. I previously was a 3-discipline athlete for a long time. I did compete in speed and youth worlds the last 4 years. I recently retired from speed to focus on Boulder and lead, but I definitely miss it a little bit.
Well, we're about to watch an awful lot of speed climbing here tonight. We're looking at the Under-17s women start list. The athletes qualified earlier on today, and the top 16 make it into the round of 16. From there, they progress to quarterfinals, semifinals, and beyond. And for the men, same thing, and some fast times out there on the wall. Quarterfinals, semis, finals, and third and fourth place races await our athletes. Sienna, tell us a little bit about Arco, because this is your first time here. Yeah?
Yes, it is my first time. It's my first time in Italy as well. I've really been enjoying the city. It's like, I love how it's a small town. You can kind of walk everywhere, and the environment is like so climbing focused.
Yeah, it is indeed. Well, our first couple of athletes come out onto the stage. Evie Albrecht from the USA on the left-hand side. Yevgenia Koletsky on the right-hand side. So it's Ukraine versus the USA for our first race. The athlete who loses this race will get knocked out. The athlete who wins will progress to the next round. It's no longer about time, it's a straight race, and the audience will drop into silence now as we wait starters' orders for our first race of the evening. Well, the lights turn green, and Evie is slightly ahead and now pulling even further ahead. A little bit of a stumble in the middle of the big stumble. It's going to be a race to the top now, and Evie manages to pull it together. Sienna, that was very close. Evie had to fight there, didn't she?
That was definitely really close. I feel like when you're coming into the quarterfinals in first place, you easily have a tendency to relax a little bit too much. And I think Evie might have been feeling the pressure, like coming into first place in the quals.
Yeah, exactly. The top place qualifier races the last place qualifier, so Evie the favorite on paper there. But as you said, holding it together very nicely there. Right, Mila Piak on the left-hand side. And Mila, we have to watch her because she is on the cusp of breaking an Oceania record. And then Fu Jing and Janelle on the right-hand side from Singapore. So Mila, definitely the favorite, but she had a slip in her first round of qualifying earlier on today. Had to fight hard, managed to secure a sub-8 time to get in, but the pressure was on for her. So let's see what happens. Well, Mila is fast off the starting blocks through the Tomoa. That caused her problems during qualification, but look at Janelle, she's catching up. Surely it's going to be Mila. Oh, that was not the cleanest, though. Mila goes sub-8 seconds, but again, not the cleanest run there.
Yeah, a few slips from both of them, but Mila managed to hold it together, which was pretty clean in the end.
Yes, it was. Now let's see a replay of this again. It's at the top she slowed a little bit as well, so she needs to just clean things up.
Lost a little bit of momentum through the top section.
All right, well, next race, we progress quickly in this round of 16 here. So we have Amira Kolsa from Indonesia. Sorry, from Singapore. And then
it's from India, I think.
Oh, India. I'm sorry. I can't even read my own start list here. And then we got Hao Ching Eli Tam on the right.
Really nice to see some different countries in the final in this round. Don't think I've seen many Indian athletes.
I actually spent time with Amir in India when I went there last, and her mum took me out for a very nice dinner. So thank you very much for that. Right, here we go then. Buzzers go, and it's fast from both. Look at Tam, though. She's now pulling back. And Amir hold it together. She's been ahead throughout. I think she can. No, a stumble at the top. And another 7.91. Again, another close race there.
Yeah, some close stumbles at the top. It's a lot of pressure when you got someone right next to you and you can see them stumble.
Yeah, because you can kind of catch them in the peripheral vision, can't you? And yeah, she had a few. That was a big slip at the top there. Left foot exploding.
Yeah, both of them a little bit of a fumble.
All right, next up, and China is in action. Nu Chen versus Mengyao Yu. So teammates racing each other here. Do you like racing your teammate in a competition?
No, it's too much pressure, I'd say, and I really want my teammates to be successful as well.
Oh, that's good. So you're like too sporting. You need to get a little bit of aggression, you know. Just think about the things you hate.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love all my teammates.
That's very diplomatic of you. I don't believe you, but it's diplomatic. Nu Chen, I'm sure. Nu Chen versus Mengyao Yu on the right-hand side. Team China, very strong at this event. Let's see what they can do here. Well, Nu Chen was quicker off the blocks, but now Yu is catching up. Keep an eye on this. I think it's going to be Nu Chen. Lane A wins again, and a very quick 7.83.
Really smooth from both of them. On the right side, Min Yao was just like looking at her feet a lot, I felt like, throughout.
That's interesting, because obviously you guys have a muscle memory with this a little bit. So by looking down at her feet, maybe indicating she wasn't fully in it, perhaps.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, well, we move on immediately here, progressing quickly through the rounds. Lane A so far. Lara Hazelwanter from Austria on the left-hand side, Natsumi Hara on the right-hand side from Japan.
I saw Lara training in Innsbruck a few weeks ago. She's been looking super consistent.
All right, so let's see if she can carry that consistency through into this big event here. The Youth World Championships is always a highlight of the world climbing calendar. Lara getting a lot of support from the crowd here. But Natsumi Hara, part of a developing Japanese team. It's going to be interesting to see if she can pull this one out. Lane B has yet to win. Well, Lara is quick, and Natsumi's going to have to really run now. Look at the pace of Lara here, nearing the top of the wall. It's going to be Lara on the way, fastest time so far, 7.30.
7.3, yeah.
It seemed to be very smooth from Lara to me, that one.
Yes, that's what I've noticed from her climbing. She seems so smooth and so consistent.
And of course, speed climbing is all about consistency. You've got to put multiple runs together here. All right, back down. Sona Saito from Japan, racing her teammate, Vava Mikiva. Oh, sorry, not teammates. We have our neutral athlete here. So, sorry, Sona Saito and Vara Michieva on the right-hand side.
Rubbing her shoes on the wall to get some friction going. Like
yeah, just sort of warming them up a little bit. So, Sona Saito in lane A, Vara Michieva on the right-hand side. Vara quickly turns and gets into position. No messing around from her. She means business. It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go then, and look at the pace of Vara.
Classic start.
Classic start, but a big slip there. Sona Saito is going to take this with ease, although she was all over the place with the feet then as well. So when you say classic, what were you talking about then?
Nowadays, not a ton of people are using hold 4 out to the left. You don't see it as much.
Yeah, because the Tomoa start sort of took over, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that skip made famous by
And a bit of
Tomoa.
a slower reaction, too.
I wonder if she'll change that beta as she gets older, because as we know, it's not really the beta
Yeah.
going forward, that one. Okay. Kanyat will be on the left-hand side from Thailand. She prefers Opa, apparently, as her nickname, so we're going to call her Opa. And then Yu Chung Ji on the right-hand side for China. So Opa, as she likes to be called, Yu Changji on the right. Here we go. Oh, it was a fast start by Opa and a big slip from the Chinese athlete. Opa is going to absolutely fly with that one with a 7.64. Just too much of a slip to recover from there.
Yeah, slipping on Tomoa is tough to recover from. Oh, there was the first foothold that caught her.
Yeah, the Tomoa is a big jump, and as you said, it's hard to build momentum if you slip on that move. All right, next up then in our final race here, as they wait in the starting blocks. Australia in action. Nora Glez-Tomic versus Zsuzsa Leskova on the right-hand side. A first Slovenian athlete out today. It's good to see some Slovenian athletes here, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like we think of them mostly as lead climbers.
Yeah, so a bit like Indonesia, we think of them as speed climbers. Now they've
Yeah.
become lead climbers. Maybe it's the opposite for Slovenia. We'll have to wait and see.
I feel like a lot of countries are diversifying disciplines now. It's good to see.
I like how relaxed Zsuzsa is on the right as well. She's smiling to herself. Part of her ritual, obviously, just to relax herself into the competition. Will the smile work then? Well, Zsuzsa is close and she's a little bit ahead. Oh, and a big slip though. That's going to cost her. Can she possibly pull it back? No, another slip at the top. Nora moves forward. Zsuzsa was so far ahead then for a moment.
Yeah, that slip in the middle dyno cost her a lot. It was a bit of a weird beta with the stepping on 8 and then the far left foot hold. You don't always see that. It was moving very laterally.
So, an interesting first round of 16 then. We'll move forward now to the under-17 men's, and let's just get confirmation of the results for that. The numbers in bold, names in bold, move forward. So, sub-8 for everyone moving through, apart from Nora down the bottom. So Nora will have to step things up a little bit if she wants to keep competing here, but very fast times.
It's crazy how fast these girls have gone. At my first Youth Worlds, to make finals was like maybe 10.7, and now all these girls are under 8. It's pretty crazy how fast they've progressed.
Yeah, it's exciting to see, and we see that in the senior circuit as well. You have to run sub-5 for the men, really, at the moment to get into the finals.
Wild.
And, of course, the women's speed record broken by Emma Hunt recently as well. So we are still seeing a lot of progression every year. I wonder where the ceiling will be. Do you reckon there is a ceiling?
There's got to be a ceiling somewhere. I mean, with all the additions of, like, relays and things, hopefully we don't get to the ceiling. We'll try new stuff until it's not possible anymore.
All right, well, let's see. We turn our attention to our first race for the under-17 men. Mingi Zhao versus Malik Viel on the right-hand side.
I'm pretty sure Malik, his brother, is competing in the U19.
He is, yes, exactly.
It's a power duo.
Power to them, hey. Right, Mingi on the left looks like springy. He looks like he's about to explode standing
But
still.
very calm, and a little bit of visualization.
Yeah, obviously his ritual there was just to remind himself. Just kick the body into gear. Malik on the right waits. Malik is very, very quick here, but so is Mingi. Look at the man fly. Oh, my goodness me, a 5.61. Mingi ridiculously fast.
Yes, for sure. They were looking pretty even through the start. Like, Malik had a very good start, but then Mingi just pulled ahead through the middle and the top.
All right. Yeah, I was watching him in practice, back in the warm-up area. Both me and my cameraman watched him go in the practice area, and we were both sort of mouths open. He just looked really fast. He's one of them. Some speed climbers seem to be smooth. He's just fast, or he looks fast anyway. All right, Antoni Martic on the left-hand side from Poland. Felix Michael on the right from Germany. Very, very big difference in height.
Yes, definitely noticeable when you put these two together.
So Antoni versus Felix right now. Height, of course, not a massive factor in this, but it is interesting. There's a big difference between these two. Antoni's legs seem to go on forever here. Right, let's see. We get set, we wait starters' orders, and the crowd, as always, drops into silence. So who's going to take it then? Antoni stumbles immediately. Felix looks like he has this. Can Felix keep it together? Yes, he can. A 6.13. Another big slip there.
Big slip on the Tomoa again. It's so hard to recover from that. The Tomoa just like sets up your momentum for the entire race, so it's a hard one to come back from.
It is, and momentum is really everything with this. And you see athletes practice, you know, stopping, making a mistake, and then trying to regain momentum, but oh, that's difficult.
That was my least favorite thing to train.
All right, well, Italy are in action, yes.
The support for the Italians in this crowd is pretty crazy.
Yes, we have a bit of an issue here because we have different names here, which is rather interesting. So, not quite sure what's going on because we have an entirely different set of names going on right now. So, obviously, that's been realized. I was looking down at my starting list thinking it should be 2 Chinese athletes out next, and it wasn't. So, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that one. While everyone gets reset, we will refocus. And we will hopefully let you know here what's going on. There's been a little bit of a mistake somewhere in this.
A shout out to Canadian official Paul Leday, who's solving this issue right now. We're from the same city and just happened to run into each other.
No way. So a familiar face. All right, well, the 2 athletes we expected now here. Jiaohu Wang, Zheru Li against each other. Now, obviously, there'll be a little bit of admin faff here going on. Paul is in the background doing some quick last-minute changes here. But as we thought, Xiao Wang, Zheru Li up next. Xiao Wang on the left-hand side. And Zheru Li on the right. Again, 2 teammates up against each other.
Like tape on the shoes on the right side, or something.
For Xiao Wang.
Oh, Zheru Li.
Oh, yes.
Something on his toe.
It looks like, you know, when you rub the top off your
maybe
shoe.
the anti-friction pad to glide up the wall.
Really hurts when you rub your big toe against the wall. I've done it a few times. All right, who will take this? Teammate versus teammate. All right, it's very quick for Zheru Li on the left-right-hand side. Can he hold it? No, he can't. Xiao Wang should take this. Just about 5.64. Nice one there.
A much slower reaction from Wang on the left. Maybe playing it safer because he was qualified higher, but he pulled it away way faster through the climb.
Yeah, he seemed to pick up pace as he sort of continued through his sequence there, up through the ladder and beyond. Right, now, hopefully. Yeah, so Italy versus Poland. There we go. Jacopo Titi from Italy on the left-hand side. He'll be getting a lot of support. And then Max Muslivich on the right-hand side. He prefers to be called Max. And it's much easier to say quickly, so I'm going to stick with Max. So it's Max versus Jacopo. And listen to that crowd reaction from the hometown favourite. I think we know who they want to win. Max will be doing everything possible to cause an upset here.
I remember seeing Jacopo in the finals last year in Helsinki. I don't think he made the podium last year, so he'll definitely be shooting for a medal.
So Jacopo fully focused. He's at his marks quickly. 1 foot on the timing pad, 1 foot on the wall. Max gets settled as well. Here we go. Well, Jacopo perhaps the favourite. Can Max do something about it? Not at the moment as we hit the middle section up through the Chinese top, but it's going to be Jacopo! And he celebrates getting through. That meant a lot to him, hey?
Yeah, really smooth from both of them. And the reaction from the Italian crowd is just great there.
Yeah, it was a big reaction from them, a big reaction from him as well. He is cleanly through to the next round. Good work. All right. It's going to be Austin Bock versus David Kononov. David, shaved head, looking...
It's the most aerodynamic.
Exactly that.
I feel like all speed climbers should shave their heads.
I'll let them know. I'll tell you what, we can go and shave them for them, all right? We'll just get some clippers, we'll go back there, we'll make some videos, it'll be great.
Make some viral videos.
Exactly that, I think it would go viral. I wonder if he shaved his head specifically for this, or whether it's always like that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll have to go and ask him.
I know some of my teammates have been doing that recently.
Oh, really?
Not the speed climbers, though.
Okay. Austin Bock looking focused out on the left-hand side. He is the #1 qualifier for here. Wearing a massive watch on the left-hand side as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not what I would want up there. All right, here we go. Oh, but David is super quick off the blocks. Both stumble, though, in the middle. Can Austin pull something back? Maybe he can. Yes! Oh, that was a close one there.
A very close race. Austin had a slip early on somewhere. Definitely needed to pull it together through there. Oh, yeah, just the foot, little readjustment.
He kind of had to come back twice then, it looked like. You know, there was like a double comeback from him, so good work. And they celebrate together.
David.
Yeah, look at David's relief on his face then, I think, more than anything. So, Minglong Nguyen-Angelo from France enters the stage. Jihan Yu on the right-hand side from South Korea.
Oh, measuring the pad with the feet. That's pretty smart.
I haven't seen that before, I'll be honest. Does make sense. They want it to be exactly as they've practiced. And of course, these guys and girls do so many runs and routes.
Yeah, I always used to measure my pad by the bolt holes on the wall.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
How many bolt holes over was it?
2 from the first foothold.
Right. I like that. I'm going to keep an eye out for this now. You've taught me something new. Thank you. So Minglong on the left, Jihan on the right. Let's see. Jihan with a big, I think, plasters on his knees just to protect him, or he's slid his knees down, either one. No full starts from anyone so far. Big slip from Jihan, he's done. Minglong just takes the pace off, cruising to the top. So unfortunate again. Yeah, it was a big, big slip there.
The friction on that Tomoa smear might be getting a little nasty by this point in the comp. Been speed climbing all day, multiple categories, and it's been like hot and humid, rainy.
Yeah, and an outside wall as well, so that, you know,
Yeah.
always affects things slightly. Right, gentleman on the left prefers to be called Pao Chu, so I'm going to call him that. And he's up against Lucas Ebner on the right-hand side. Yes, I went to speak to Pao about his second name. He was like, don't worry about it, just call me Chu. That's what actually kind of my name.
That's,
so,
that's a tough one.
yes, that's what I said. I was like, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to go with Pao Chu, much easier. So Pao Chu on the left, Lucas Ebner on the right-hand side. Lucas staring down at the ground, a little nod to himself. Pao, part of Albert Oak's stable of athletes. All right, underway from Pao Chu. This is neck and neck. As we hit the middle, Pao starts to pull ahead, though. I think it is going to be Pao. Yes, Lucas had another slip. Yeah, Albert is living in Bangkok at the moment, and you can start to see the effect. He seems to be very good at sort of taking athletes and quickly turning their speed around.
Yes, a few of my Canadian teammates have started working with them here and there. You can definitely see the difference.
Yeah, it does start to work. All right, final round of the round of 16. Moritz Müller on the left-hand side. Georgi Stepanov on the right-hand side, our neutral athlete. So, again, you spot the little rituals. Police volunteers. It always makes me laugh when I see Polizia written on the back of them. I feel weirdly guilty. You know, when you see a policeman and you start to panic a little bit. That's what happens when I see these B-layers. I think that's more a sign of me. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think the belayers too in lead.
Yes.
Polizia.
They did, yeah. I think it's part of the guide union here. All right, let's see. Here we go then. Moritz is fast, but so is Georgia. Can he pull it back? It looks like he's coming. Let's see at the top. No, Moritz held it together. Close times, though.
Close times, yeah.
Yeah, it looked for a second like Georgie was coming back at him in the middle, but then Moritz just stretched his legs, pulled away at the top.
Yeah, was just like a head above him the whole way through. Managed to hold it through the rest of the route.
So the round of 16 is done, and the women immediately come on. We are not hanging around here. This is what I like to see. This is a punchy final here. Okay, so Evie Albrecht versus Mila Piak. So Mila versus Evie.
Evie is the reigning U17 world champion, so I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on her shoulders to perform that well again.
I was interviewing her earlier on. I said, look, I don't want to distract you with the camera. And she said, listen, I love the camera. She's like, honestly, I climb faster when people are looking at me. So I was like, fair enough.
I agree with that. I feel like I climb faster too when there's a little bit of adrenaline with people watching.
Interesting. All right. I'm going to film you now. Right, here we go. Can Mila pull it together? She had a hesitation. But yeah, her teammate goes down. It was a big slip there, wasn't it? And a 7.70.
Wow.
Yeah, you were saying as she kind of fell there, it was an immediate fall, wasn't it?
I feel like I juiced her a little bit. That's huge for Mila though, to move on to the next round. She definitely looks excited by that.
Yeah, she does. I was talking to her teammate, Julian David, who's in the senior circuit earlier on.
They're both smiling though, good spirits.
Mila is beginning to look emotional. She's in the semi-final now, and that means she is gonna not have a knockout round, so she will progress either to the big final or the small final, gold medal and bronze medal races. Amira on the left-hand side, up against No on the right. Great to see Amira representing India. I visited one of their training facilities when I was there, and it's such a good place. I hear a rumor that we might be going back there soon.
I have heard rumors.
Yes, yes.
Too bad I'll be aging out.
Oh,
I'm
no,
so
really?
Sad. So sad it's my last one.
Amira, left foot on the pad, right foot flicks up onto the starting hold. Here we go. Amira is quick off the starting blocks. Nu-Chen is starting to come back at her though. Amira needs to keep it together if she wants to progress through this one. It's very, very close. Ah, Amira has a big slip. Oh, at the very top, Nu-Chen takes it, and you saw Amira's legs skittering around then.
They were so close the entire race. Just the little footwork at the end made the difference in the end. Oh yeah, just skidding off 15. It's just like centimeters that makes so much difference.
Speed climbing is such a fine margin sport. Amira smiling, but I know she's going to be disappointed. She leaves us. We move through Lara now versus Sonnet on the right. Lara, the lady you were watching the other day in Innsbruck. I presume at the Kletterzentrum gym.
Yeah. The Canadian team spent about a week training there together. It was a really great time.
Yeah, it's an awesome facility there.
On lane B for Japan, Sona Saito.
Sona Saito is ready, wrists strapped up. Lara Hazelwunter on the left-hand side. Here we go. Austria versus Japan in the second quarterfinal race. Sorry, third quarterfinal race. We are moving quick. So let's see who's going to take this. Sona Saito is slightly behind at this point. Lara needs to keep it together though. She approaches the top. There's a little bit of a slip. Oh my goodness me.
A little bit of a slip there, but very fast, both of them.
Yeah, Lara did not have the cleanest top here. Let's look at this. There, the left foot went.
Yeah, a little slip off that last foothold.
Luckily, the momentum sort of carried her through that slip, it seemed to me.
And she was ahead, so I think she was taking that one.
So Opa is back on the left-hand side. Nara Glezomic on the right from Australia. Opa with a little bit of a jump off the timing pad then, just practicing that beginning leap. It's a big move down low. You've got to be warmed up and ready for this one. We're calling her Opa because that's what she prefers to be called. And yet, Ariskit uses a proper name. Here we go. Right, both athletes underway and both quick at the moment, but Opa is pulling ahead right now, and she's going to walk away with this victory. A 7.32. She took the pace off, I think, a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you can adjust a little bit when you see how fast the person next to you is going. Nora was doing the high step on the top of 8. I feel like that's more of the men do that these days than the women, but definitely seems to be working for her.
And Mila as well, we didn't say it at the time, but she broke that Oceania record with that.
Wow.
It's one of the reasons that she was
Props
so
to
happy
Mia.
with it. So I was talking to Mila about that earlier on, and she was saying how, you know, she'd done it in training, didn't get it in the qualification round. But the record that we thought might go has now gone. Awesome from her. Mingi Zhao on the left, Felix Michael on the right-hand side, as we hit the quarterfinal for the under-17 men's here. Felix was fast before, but Mingi Zhao has the fastest legs in this competition so far.
We thought Michael looked short next to that Polish athlete before, but standing next to Mingi Yao, he's not that small.
Nope, I know what you mean. But Mingili has awesome speed and awesome power. Our camera can't keep up with him. Mingili's absolutely going to run away with this in a 5.36.
A 5.3. That was pretty insane. Oh, he's bleeding from his knees. That was so powerful throughout. Just so smooth.
I mean, the camera literally couldn't keep up with him. He was that quick. He's got so much drive. Wow. This man is very fun to watch. I'm enjoying this. So handshakes are done. Next two athletes come onto the stage. It's going to be China versus Italy. You know where the crowd is going to be looking on this one. Xiao Wang on the left-hand side. And Jacopo Titti on the right. Can China make it the double here? 2 in a row, progressing. But that reaction for Jacopo, as you could hear, it was a big one. Xiao Wang just reclimbing the route and did that before as well. Jacopo Titti, left foot on, right foot. Here we go. Jacopo was quicker and Xiao Wang slips, which means Jacopo Titti will move forward 5.58.
Big upset in that one. A little bit of showboating from Jacopo. He definitely looks excited.
I think you're allowed to do that in front of your home crowd, especially in a moment like that. As you said, the underdog coming through.
I think it was just the first foothold again that caught Mingi.
All right, USA back in action as Austin Buck walks on, dumps down the chalk bag. And Min Long on the right-hand side here. So Austin versus Min Long. So France versus the USA. Austin looking out at the audience. Min Long keeps very focused, stares at his feet, eyes still down, and then they flick up. Underway then, let's see who can take this one. Min Long will take this one quite easily. Austin Box slipped and fell. Oh, Min Long had a moment at the top.
Oh. Held it together, just barely. Definitely stressful when the other person has a big slip and you know you just have to get to the pad. Sometimes just getting to the pad is a big struggle.
And that was the momentum training we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
practicing stopping and restarting and not slipping off is very, very important for these athletes. Austin looks disappointed, as he would do. Look at that. Traveled a long way for this, and he's disappointed by that slip, as you can tell. Something that is important about youth comps especially is that you learn to deal with moments like that, and that's kind of why we do these as well. Right, Pao Chu looking casual on the left. Moritz Müller on the right-hand side.
Definitely looking pretty relaxed.
Yeah, nonchalant, I'd say. It's like
Nonchalant.
casual, isn't it? It's so interesting to me, the different sort of emotions the speed climbers bring into each race. Some are aggressive, some are chill, some are hyper nervous. It's really interesting. Who's going to take it then? Moritz Müller is slightly ahead, but now Pao Chu starts to step things up. Then Moritz Müller pulls it back. It could be anyone's, but it's Moritz Müller. He had to come back then.
Yeah, he did. Pao seemed to like come away from a wall in a few moves.
Yeah, I mean,
slowed him down a little bit and gave Moritz the opportunity to pull ahead.
yeah, by the middle part, he started to get a little ahead, and you could see it there in the replay, almost better than you did in real life. Right, the Oceania record breaker is back in action here for our first semi-final. Can she do it again? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Mila is back, and we just have confirmation of this. Now, the loser of this round isn't knocked out this time. They will move forward into the bronze medal race.
Semi-finals, for me, it was always definitely the most stressful race. You don't get knocked out, but you either have a guaranteed medal or an uncertain fight it out for bronze.
See, for me, oh, look at Mila's face. I mean, she's kind of
Smile.
achieved what she wanted to here, you know. She's
Yeah,
in the medal
definitely.
race, whatever. She's broken the record. And I know her whole family are watching this as well. She said to me, do you mind if I just go and talk to the family? Because I haven't seen them in a year. I was like, of course.
Wow.
Like, go. Right, can Mila do it again? That was not the quickest start from her, and it's hesitating there. Nu Chen, though, has another mistake. Mila will move forward to the gold medal race with that one.
Into the big final. This is huge for Mila. A few imprecise feet, but she managed to hold it together while Nuo Chen had bigger slips.
Yeah, Mila did not have the smoothest of starts there, but Nu Chen had a bigger slip, which opened the door. Nu Chen will go to do bronze medal race. Mila looks like there's just so many emotions.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. I'm sure she's happy with that, though. Moving on to the big final.
So she's guaranteed a silver or a gold. Which
I feel
one
like
of
we
these?
haven't seen the fastest time so far in these rounds. It's more of a who can stay consistent and not make too many big mistakes.
I think you're entirely right. Yeah, it's one of those finals. It's just about sort of your opposition, what you can do. I quite like those when it's like this. Laura Hazelvanta on the left. Kanyat Risakita on the right-hand side, or Opa, as she likes to be called. Here we go. It's Thailand versus Austria. Underway then, and it's very fast from both. Laura Hazelvanta is good, but Opa is coming back at her, and Opa's going to take it at the last minute.
Oh,
Laura absolutely had that one, I think.
yeah,
Wow.
it was a big slip on Tomoa from the Thai athlete there, Opa.
Yeah, it
Just
was,
hesitated on the foot placement at the top there.
well, hugs all round, but Lara,
In good spirits.
I think that face says it all. She had that one in the bag, and it just went away from her at the last moment. Unreal. All right, well, darkness is descending on our stadium. The conditions good for the athletes. Clouds overhead, but it's not too humid.
Yeah, it's nice and cool, which is good conditions.
Yeah, there's a lovely bit of a breeze blowing through here. So let's find out which men will be moving forward into the final couple of races here. Will Jacopo Titti take it again? That's just a reminder. Mila's times at 7.70 was the record.
Guaranteed podium for New Zealand and Thailand. Some not your typical speed podium, I would think. I feel like recently there's been a lot of China everywhere, US, Poland. It's nice to see. Nice to see some other countries taking the medals.
I agree with you. I really do. And it's one of the lovely things about speed is you don't need a whole load of facilities. You need the wall, the route, and that's kind of it. So it allows some nations to come quite quickly through the stages.
Love to see those other countries making it big on the World Cup, Open World Cups as well.
So there is Jacopo Titti, but he is up against it with Mingyu Zhao, the man with the fastest legs in the business. But Jacopo, you feel he's kind of riding something right now. You know, there's a little bit of energy from him there.
He looks very locked in.
Yeah.
Very focused.
Exactly that. All right. Can Mingyi Zhao do it once again here? Or can Jacopo Titti keep going? He's absolutely the crowd favorite here, and you feel like he's feeding off that energy a little bit. Can he do it one more time? Can he guarantee himself a gold or a silver? Mingyi Zhao, I think the favorite on paper here. So, starting positions. Here we go. Oh, it's very fast in Jacopo Titti there, but Mingyi Zhao now starts to accelerate. What a race this is, and a 5.22.
5.22.
And a 5.41 on the right-hand side. Jacopo Titti running very quickly, but he's going to have to settle for the bronze medal race with that one.
Mingyi Zhao started much slower than Jacopo. He accelerated so much through the middle dyno. That was really impressive. He also reacted slower, so he was behind a bit from the start, but he accelerated so much. It's so impressive.
All right, second semi-final then. And it's France versus Germany to see who will make it through to the gold medal race. We'll have to settle for that bronze medal race. Last couple of speed climbing moments there, so air climbing moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lane B representing.
So Ming Long on the left, Moritz on the right-hand side. And a big reaction from our crowd, the two Europeans in this round. Off the starting blocks quickly, Moritz has a big stumble and hesitation. He's going to have to play quick catch-up, but Ming Long will take it with a 5.68. Moritz tried that, but he was just too far behind.
Yeah, slipped on that Tomoa smear.
Wow.
Min Long, though, super smooth throughout.
Yeah, he was, and he didn't allow his opposition's slip to affect him, which is good. As we said before, there's that temptation to make mistakes yourself when you know you're ahead and you just have to sort of finish the race. Sometimes better just to race through and sort of find your flow. Okay, everyone, well, we will, I think, have presentations now and a reminder of who will move forward into our finals. It's been good so far, hey?
Yes, very exciting.
And of course, we're halfway through what is a big week in the Youth World Champs. Lead last night for the under-17s and 19s. You can go back and watch all that for free. Over the next couple of days after this, we move our attention to Boulder. And a reminder, you can go onto the World Climbing YouTube channel, not only for all the live streams, but all of the extra content we've been creating this week. There's long-form content, and there's YouTube Shorts available on the channel. And if you head over to Instagram, that's where you can find reels, photos, and more. And our crowd have been loving the action here tonight. And I've never seen a crowd like that. Were you here last night watching the
I was
lead?
here during lead. It was so loud and it was so busy. I can't imagine like being on that stage with so many people. I bet the vibe was pretty insane.
I've never seen a crowd that big at a Youth World Champs. It's the biggest one for me. It was awesome to see. And this stadium in Arco really lends itself to that, of course. It holds big events before. It's held World Cups in the past. The Arco Rock Masters is an event every year that's here. And we can see our coaches down at the front. They are working very hard, trust me,
Got
all
all
day.
those cameras out.
Yes, they'll be filming everyone's runs for later analysis. And of course, they're there to support the athletes. And then behind them is the crowd. And you'll see some famous faces out there. Matteo Zaloni is one of those. Watching on, the world champion from Bern. Good to see the senior athletes coming and supporting. And lots of the senior athletes climb with the junior athletes as well, which is cool to see. So they're very invested in this Youth World Champs. So Canadian speed climbing, tell me a little bit about that. I mean, where do you train?
I train mostly at the Richmond Oval. It's in Vancouver. In Canada, there's I think 5 official speed walls across the country. But because Canada's so big, like we don't have one central speed community. I often look at like the US speed community. They've got a big hub in Texas and like in Salt Lake City too. We kind of don't have that yet, but we're trending towards it kind of in the BC region, kind of where I live, yeah.
Yeah, you're right about Canada being a big country. And
it's definitely hard for us to train together as a team. We don't get to as much.
yes, and it's nice to have those hubs, because I think especially with speed, you can sort of feed off each other a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial to train with a team in speed and in all the disciplines.
Well, we are just waiting the athletes to be gathered for the presentations. After this is the under-19. We're going to bring in Bruce into the commentary box. He's actually sitting next to me, your teammate.
Yes, my teammate.
Well, I see some movement in the background there. The warm-up area for the athletes is behind this wall, and they've got some good facilities. There's a full-length speed wall in the back for the speed athletes.
Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed by the warm-up area. Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to warm up. For speed also, you like kind of want some specific things, but I think they've got a pretty good setup back there. Athletes will be feeling prepared.
Yes, exactly. Although I was slightly nervous by athletes doing a practice run and being lowered down onto everyone else walking below. It's kind of one of those warm-up areas you have to have your wits about you, sort of look up all the time. There's also a kilter board back there provided by our friends at Kilter, who are one of our main sponsors here at World Climbing this year. And apparently they brought in that kilter board especially for that comp, so thank you guys. I might have snuck a session on it the other day, allegedly. But it's part of a good facility for the climbers. And in Arco City itself, it's a great place to be a climber. Almost every other shop is an outdoor shop or a gelato shop.
Yeah, it was crazy walking through the main town. It's like the climbing culture is so strong here.
All right, well, the women's bronze medal race then. Laura Hazelvanter, New Chen on the left-hand side. So it's Austria versus China here. This new presentation system, the athletes are presented. They will then take the jackets off. And a bronze medal on the line here, or 4th place. And this is, I think, a tough race because if you win it, you know, it's great. 4th place, though, you know, it's not where anyone wants to be.
Next to the semifinals, this is definitely the most stressful race.
And Yu Chen is looking a little bit stressed out there. Lara takes a deep breath, eyes down, focused on a spot there.
Very, very zen, both of these athletes are focused.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention on you at this moment because the MCs sort of calls your names out.
The whole crowd is watching, big lights on you.
It's a lot to deal with, isn't it? But again, this is great practice for the World Series. Lara stands forward with a smile, and then the focus returns immediately. A little flick of the legs, keeping loose out there. And then time for Yu Chen. Plastered left knee, obviously taking a scrape there. And Lara just warms the body up one more time. A few explosive jumps for her. Yu Chen, a completely opposite reaction. She's just back to that nonchalant thing we saw earlier on.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really mean very much because she will be explosive off the ground, of course. So here we go, everyone. Under 17's bronze medal race. Our first medal to be given away here this evening. Making sure that plaster isn't affecting her movement, not what you would want. Lara turns first, approaches. Yu Chen joins her. We wait starters' orders. Who will take the bronze medal here in Arco? Here we go then, the race is on and Lara is slightly ahead. We hit the middle section of the ladder, done with, but look at this from Yu Chen. Yu Chen comes back at her, it's the bronze medal for Yu Chen. What a comeback there, Sienna.
That was definitely dramatic. They both had a few little stumbles. I think Lara's was just in the foot in the big dyno on that right.
And the emotion starts for Lara. She had that one for a moment. She could taste the bronze medal. And Yu Chen wins bronze, and then the smile on her face comes through. She was focused throughout, but that was lovely to see that smile break out then.
Yeah, her start was great, and then just that 1 foot.
It was all done at that moment. That was a reaction from Lara. Yu Chen takes it. All right, next race then for the men. Jacopo Titti can come away with a medal here in front of his home crowd, but he's up against it with Moritz Long. So, with Moritz Müller, sorry. Germany versus Italy here. Jacopo was enjoying it throughout. There is Jacopo for the first time, actually, because I think he was riding the wave there of sort of maybe having a moment of luck earlier on.
A few lucky runs.
Well, there is the reaction we expect from him. Fist pumping in the air.
But really, really in the zone there.
Moritz Müller raises his eyes to meet the crowd. The lights will be in his face here. The MC calling your name. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about this.
549. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Germany, please welcome in the stadium, Moritz Müller.
Moritz stands forward, pumps his arms up in the air. I get the feeling both these athletes are quite hyped for this moment.
For sure. It's a lot of pressure, though.
All right, jackets off. The talking is done. Let's see who will walk away with the bronze medal for the men's under-17s. Timing pads adjusted. The athletes doing their last bit of preparation. I like the Italian flag on Jacopo's left heel
on
there.
the shoes.
I like a bit of personalization. Have you got any personal things on yours?
My chalk bucket has a ton of pins on it.
Nice.
One of my favorite things is to collect pins.
That's awesome. All right. Well, let's see then who's going to take this one. Moritz just shaking his head. I think he's telling himself to relax.
Big smile and some self-talk always helps.
All right, Jacopo Titti then on the left. Moritz Müller on the right-hand side. Big moment for Italy, big moment for Germany. Here we go then, and Jacopo Titti is quick, but so is Moritz. This is going to be so close at the top. It's going to be Moritz Müller who just takes it away by the smallest of margins from Jacopo Titti.
I think that's the closest race we've seen so far in this comp. They were both really on form. No big slips, but Moritz Müller just pulled ahead.
That was the closest race I think we've seen here this evening. Moritz fighting hard through the top section. Comes away with the victory there. Just brilliant from him. Jacopo Titti's going to be disappointed. He'll have to settle for the 4th place finish, but he is 4th best in the world, remember. Oh, what a moment from Moritz then. Let's watch this again because it's worth seeing again. Jacopo was slightly ahead, then Moritz here started to pull it back. All about the dyno.
The top section just makes the most difference.
Right, Mila has dealt with a lot here this evening. She was the favourite on paper. She then went and smashed the record. And that smile on her face says it all, doesn't it? Her family are out there watching this moment, her friends as well. And I think for her, it's just about saying
that New Zealand cheering section is definitely on point right now.
They've got some big vocal people in there. And then Opa on the right-hand side from Thailand. Very different, keeping within herself in this moment. And then the smile comes out. Now, she's got that ear pod in on the left-hand side, which is going to be a little bit problematic for our judges there. It's not allowed, that one. It won't affect her. She's not going to get disqualified. It might be a yellow card afterwards. And hopefully she will realise and take it off. Otherwise, I think it will be flying off for her. OK, so Mila will adjust the pad once more and for a final time here. Maybe she can beat her record again at 7.70. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The gold medal race for the under-17 women's. Right, let's see then. Mila keeps it clean, but then stumbles. Opa falls. Mila is going to have a victory lap. The perfect competition for her.
That was incredible. The look on her face says it all. Like, that means so much.
Oh, it really does. What a moment for her. She nearly didn't even get to this stage. A fall in qualification meant she had to fight against it in the second round. She kept it together with a few wise words from her coach. And you can watch a video that we've made of Mila coming tomorrow on the World Climbing YouTube channel, so you can follow her journey. Let's see it from the beginning, though.
Oh, just came off from after the Tomoa.
The Tomoa did it for her. Mila takes victory and hugs all round there.
On the left side,
Looking overwhelmed by emotions. I'm sure she's feeling so many things right now.
All right, well, our final race for the men. Ming Long, Mingyi Zhao, and for me, Mingyi Zhao has been just awesome throughout this competition. But Ming Long there on screen, he's fast, he's powerful, and he could take this away from him. Will China take a gold medal here tonight? It's going to be so interesting, Sienna, this one.
Yeah, I really don't know what's going to go down.
Could be anyone's here. Into the Trango tote bags, another one of our big sponsors here. They provide all the quick draws on the lead wall, the harnesses, those tote bags, and more. Right, here we go. Gold medal or silver medal? Who is it going to be, France or China taking this victory? There's so many fast Chinese athletes in the world of speed climbing.
Yeah, their team is really impressive and definitely has been developing really rapidly.
Mingyi Zhao on the left slaps the thighs in anticipation. Ming Long turns first. Here we go, everyone. Under 17 men's, the last race of this category. Let's see. Oh, a big slip from Ming Long immediately, and then another one. Okay, so what's happened here? Double falls.
They both came off.
Right.
That is not a situation I've seen before. In
That's
the big final, no less.
I have never seen that happen before, so that's a first for me, I tell you. Well, we're talking about keeping it together if there's a slip. Well, we will reset.
Wow.
Let's just do it again. We wanted this to continue a little bit longer.
One more time. The pressure just went from like 0 to 10.
It's like you both, get another golden chance at this one. And Ming Long slapping his face because you've got to just kind of shut what just happened completely down.
I think they might play it a slight bit safer this time. I'm sure they were both going completely full out that first one.
This race has just turned into a mental game here. Let's see. Underway then and clean this time. Right, Ming Long is behind. Mingyi Zhao surely can take this. Yes, he does. Gold medal for him. Oh, what a race. I can breathe finally there.
Yeah, definitely held back a little bit at the start. You can tell by his reaction time. It's definitely making sure he didn't repeat his mistake, but he pulled through.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant there. Drama at the end for us in a dramatic sport, as it already is. Wow. We have our gold medalist and a hug at the end. So cool to see that one. Well, let's watch it one more time in a replay. The race we actually saw.
They were both quite smooth. I feel like Min Long had a little bit of hesitation. Wow,
right.
that
Well,
was crazy.
Sienna, thank you so much for joining me here tonight.
Thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get into it. Now, I know you're competing in Boulder in a couple of days, so best of luck for that.
Thank you so much.
I hope to be talking about you in a semi-final very soon.
Hopefully. Yes, we'll see.
All right, well, Sienna, we'll say goodbye to you. We will swap around everyone, and the under-19s is to come in a couple of minutes.
Thank you so much.
Arco, make an applause for the new world champions for the lady category speed under 17 women. So ladies and gentlemen, now here we are at the third place, representing China. Please make some noise for U17. Second place, representing Thailand.
Well, everyone, the flower ceremony taking place right now. I think the podiums will come at the end of the under-19s category, but what a race that was, back and forth all the way. And the new Youth World Champion on stage and new Oceania record holder as well. What a night she's having.
Up the flower, picture, smile, and you can run and throw the flowers. Yeah.
And as I said, that video will come out tomorrow. We follow Mila as part of the New Zealand squad. So if you want some behind the scenes action from that, then do check out and subscribe while you're there to the World Climbing channel, because it's a great place to pick up not only the lives, of course, but all of the extra content that we do. And thank you to my team working very hard behind the scenes from Obsessed Media, Leo and Anthony. So, flower ceremony for the men up next in that dramatic final race. It really was back and forth for everyone then. And our great lead wall with the routes still on the wall from last night. Some pretty awesome routes there set by our setters, who of course work very hard to make sure everything is perfect for our athletes.
The under-19, because the emotion of the under-17 have been great, and more we go, more we go on
And you can see how many people are in the crowd right now. The silhouette stretching all the way back to the Boulder wall. It will be in action tomorrow. And you can watch the qualification as well from Speed, if you'd like to see that. And our three men onto the stage for the flower ceremony.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Mingy Zhao, one to watch for the future in the middle there. Fastest legs I think I've ever seen in speed climbing. He drives himself up the wall now. Can't quite contain his emotions there. Look how happy he is. The medals and trophies will come later.
representing France, Long,
Long. Mingy Zhao in the middle though, taking the victory. All right, so well, in a couple of seconds I'm going to bring in Bruce, also from Team Canada, as we turn our attention to the under-19s category. Doing it all again here tonight.
So guys, up the flower, smile for the photos, and then you can run and throw the flower to the public.
The flowers will be thrown, as is becoming a bit of a tradition right now, not only on the senior circuit, but on the youth. The problem is you've got to reach the audience, because it's quite a long way to get to them, and through the coaches as well. Nice to see the flowers being thrown by the coach there. Under-19s in a couple of minutes here. The route will be cleaned. We will have a little bit of a pause here and then return in a couple of minutes for the under-19s.
I will give it to my preferred judge and technician from EFC. Okay. So guys, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go, just to recover a bit the voice, to recover the situation, and then we will be back with the under-19 category. managing the diamond situation. And I think that we will start quickly with under 17, under 19 category.
Right, everyone, time for the under-19 final here, and it's a pleasure to bring Bruce back into the commentary box, because, of course, Bruce, you did this with me last year, didn't you?
Yeah, in Finland, the same round, U19 speed finals.
Now, Bruce, you were very, very close to making tonight's final. How close were you?
Yeah, I came 22nd, and top 16 go to the finals. I was about 0.4 seconds away.
But you're young for the category, aren't you? So you've got
Yeah.
plenty of time left for you here. Okay, so we're going to start with the women here in our first round. And we've got Milena. I'm sorry, I'm just going to sort my lists out here. We've got so many bits of paper going on in a commentary box. It's quite hard. So, Milana Milikovic on the left-hand side. Valentina Camilla on the right-hand side. Let's see our first race of the evening, and it's very, very quick from Milana on the left. Surely she's going to take this, and she does take this. Bruce, that was a bit of a slower round perhaps there, but a clean run there from Milana. Nice.
Yeah, the first race tends to be the furthest gap usually because it's the first seed versus the 16th seed. It looks like Milana, the first seed, took this race a bit more careful and not full speed because she doesn't need to.
Yeah, it's worth pointing that one out because a little bit of a trip there from Milana. Yeah, the races are seeded, as you say, so the fastest versus the slowest theoretically, and it makes qualification really quite important, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Bella Vago comes on for the USA on the left-hand side. She's up against Ren Koyamatsu on the right-hand side for Japan. Japan bringing a pretty big squad here, Bruce.
Yeah. And the second race actually tends to be the closest. This is 8th seed versus 9th seed. So you can hope to see a lot closer of a race.
So Bella will be up against it here. Ren just hammering on her arms, warming herself up. Second round of 16 for the under-19 women's. Here we go then, and it is fast from Bella Vago, but look at this, coming back from Ren Koyamatsu. Ren will take this, another slip at the top for Bella. Bella just had a bit of a nightmare run then, Bruce.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close until halfway. And it's pretty interesting to see Ren's beta of the Chinese top. Where
in what way?
She goes left and pinches the left hold, which is a lot more common with the men, but you don't see as often in the women, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially in the under-19 category. You know, the fact you can lock that in now, I think, is quite a good thing for the future. Yes, it's more physical, that Chinese top, but more and more women are starting to take that on. Okay, so next up here will be Xu Huang, Maria Shmesheva on the right-hand side for Ukraine. Xu Huang, part of this big Chinese team. Her teammates just taking gold as well. I guess that, you know, must be quite a good feeling if you know there's kind of that vibe within the team.
Yeah.
So, Xu Huang on the left, Maria Shmekova on the right-hand side. Here we go then, and Maria on the right is a little bit slower off the starting blocks. She can keep this together. It looks like she's going to slow things down a bit at the top, 7.12 though. A pretty quick time. She looked almost like she was going slowly, but
probably a bit.
So she moves forward into the next round here. Let's watch that again. Nice and clean, especially in the top section.
Yeah, Team China is definitely like probably the strongest year after year in speed climbing, in youth and open, one of the strongest. And they're also so consistent, and they're also so quiet too. Like after the races, you don't often see much celebrations near the end, till near the end. So, yeah.
Yeah, very disciplined out there, aren't they? All right, Team Italy is here. Jimin Huang on the left-hand side, and she's up against Eva Mengoli on the right-hand side. And Bruce, you've been in this crowd earlier on. Is it a good atmosphere in there as well, as part of the audience?
Yeah. This venue is super nice and open, and the crowd is like super energetic. I know Arco is a huge climbing city, and it must be so cool for Eva to have her home crowd.
Yes, we saw that with Jakob earlier on, feeding off that energy. Can Eva do the same thing? Jimin will try to do something about that. Here we go then, and they are neck and neck. Jimin slightly ahead now. Can Eva come back at her on the top section? No, I don't think she can. Jimin will take it. Our camera can't keep up. Jimin takes the victory there, and a little nod for her. That's job done, isn't it?
Yeah, Eva had a slight slip on a smear near the top, but she was already behind, I think, so.
Yeah, I love that nod from Jimin there. It was just like, yep, okay, maybe some things to clean up, but a good solid run from her. Let's see if we can see the slip. There it was, there's a left foot sliding off. Now, this next lady, Polina Hakovic, has been endlessly impressive in the World Climbing Series. She kind of came out of absolutely nowhere and has been blowing everyone away in the World Series.
Yeah, already a very strong competitor in Open. It's cool to see someone so young.
Yeah, I agree with you, exactly that. And Madeleine Haferling on the right-hand side from the USA, but she is really up against it with Polina here. Polina didn't have the best qualifying round, but in a final, she tends to step it up a gear. Let's see then, it's fast at the start, and actually Madeleine is coming back at Polina. Polina's going to have to work hard here. I think Polina might take this. Yep, 6.87, sub-7 again.
Yeah, that was actually pretty surprisingly close until about halfway. They looked almost neck and neck.
I agree. I thought Polina was going to run away with that one, but Polina had to work. It was great to see her and Yaroslav Tkach as well in the relay event in Poland, which was a great success. Did you watch that one?
Yeah. Poland was so cool to see 4 lanes, and like the single person speed also along with the relay was all like super cool to see 4 lanes.
Yeah, I loved commentating on that one. And of course it turns kind of one quick day of speed into a few days of speed, which is great to see for the sport.
I think not just relays, but even for the solo speed, it's a lot better than 2 lanes because the races are super interesting. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
You know, in 2 lanes, if one person slips, it looks like it's over. But with 4 lanes, if one person slips, you know, there's still 3 people racing.
Problem is I've got to develop 4 eyes. That's extremely challenging sometimes. Evgenia Yevsenko on the left are neutral athletes. Mina Josephine Schultz on the right-hand side. So here we go. Evgenia versus Mina. It's fast from Evgenia on the left, but Mina is starting to come back at her. No, a big hesitation from Mina. She's behind now. Evgenia will take it. Yeah, that slip from Mina really cost her on that one.
There was a slight slip on the left, too, near the start. That could have been really scary on the smear.
Yeah, so she recovered, which is impressive as well. We were talking about this earlier on, Bruce, about practicing building momentum after a slip. Is that something you do as well, like in practice?
Well, I think a lot of times in practice, what we do is we just, you know, if we slip, we try our best to get the fastest time possible. That essentially practices it, which is it's definitely an important skill to have because, you know, your opponent could be slower or they could also make a mistake. So recovering is really important. You can save a lot of time.
Yeah, it's an important one to have under your belt. Xuan Wang is on the left-hand side from China. Yua Nishimura on the right-hand side.
I think recovering is also like a lot of a mental thing, not just physical, because you know, some people tend to freeze up if they make a mistake, and you know, you're just losing time.
That's really interesting. So it's kind of just telling yourself, like, pick up, go, go, go. Yeah. That's so interesting. So Xuan on the left, taped up legs as well. Nishimura. Oh, look at that from the Chinese athlete. Very, very quick here, keeping the lead as well, and now extending it. And a 7.09, China moves ahead. Xuan Wang taking that easily eventually. Do you watch other athletes and sort of learn from them as well, especially at this youth level?
Sometimes. I mean, I think usually I pay more attention to the athletes with closer betas to me, or maybe different betas. After this competition, I actually plan to make like a change in my beta.
A big change? Or
yeah, it's a pretty big change. I'm skipping a hold hold 14.
Okay.
Which a lot of the faster people in the category do that. So yeah.
And that will, of course, take quite a lot of work to lock that in. Yumi Bai on the left, Sarah Strocci on the right-hand side.
Like with most beta changes people learn, it's at first it's slower because you need to practice it a lot, but eventually it'll be worth it.
So here we go, everyone. Yumi Bai puts the right foot on the wall, little tweak with the left. Underway then, Sarah Strocci's got the crowd behind her, of course, but China's coming back at her. Yumi Bai might win this in the air. Yes, Yumi Bai takes it. Sarah Strocci, I thought she had that for a long time.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to see the Italian pull ahead at the start because, Team China is just so strong. It was a bit of reaction time thing. Their difference is 0.04. It also looked like she just got a more powerful start.
Yes, it was a good fight from her on the right there. She walks off looking a bit disappointed. Of course, you do not want to get knocked out of that round of 16. So, not confirmation yet. Oh, sorry, this is the under-19 men's. So we move forward into the under-19 men's. And remember, first seed versus the last seed. So fastest versus the slowest. But with speed calming Bruce, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it, on the day?
And look, we see 2 Italians for the first race of the men's here in Italy.
So Francesco Ponzinibo on the left-hand side, Alessandro Trezzi on the right.
Yeah, and this is now my category, so these were the guys I was competing with earlier today.
And you got so close to him then.
Representing Italy, please welcome in the stadium, Alessandro Trezzi.
And the Italian athletes really enjoying this Italian crowd, which is cool to see.
Yeah, and the crowd is going to go crazy this race with both Italians.
Yeah, who do you cheer for? I think you just scream at the stage as loud as possible. That would be the general tactics, I would imagine. So whatever happens, Italy is winning in this race. But unfortunately, of course, whoever loses is gone. Here we go then, and Alessandro on the right was quicker, but Francesco's picked up the pace. Look at the speed of the man as he hits the top at a 5.40. He really found some pace there.
Yeah, definitely a safer run for him, though. I think he ran a 5.0 in qualies, and I think his PB is sub 5, so he's definitely playing it safer. Or maybe a slight stumble as well.
We were talking earlier on about how the general pace has improved. I mean, in Chamonix, 5 seconds was not quick enough to make the final. And that's changed so much over the last couple of years.
Let's move to the next thing.
So, Kazakhstan kicks the wall. Rashid Kabulin is up against Yang Jishi on the right-hand side.
Representing China,
Zhang Jishi is ready first. He'll get clipped on. Rashid Kabulin on the left. Kazakhstan as well, a big speed climbing nation. He nods to himself. His teammate was knocked out of the under-17s early on before. Can he progress now? Rashid versus Yang Ji. Well, Yang Ji is fast, but Rashid has a big slip. Legs going. He's not going to be able to recover that one. Yang Ji goes, despite a little hesitation from him at the top as well.
Yeah, Team China just showing how the whole team is just so strong and consistent, every category, every gender.
Yeah, there was a little bit, I thought it was a stumble, but not really at the top. It was clean. He just had a little movement with his body, I think, that caught me out of the corner of my eye, but it was clean.
It's interesting, actually, the fastest climber in the world at this age isn't here. He's also the fastest climber in the world. For any
Zhao,
age.
you're talking about,
yeah. I think he's focused on the more adult World Series now. He doesn't need to come here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, last year in Finland, he was so dominant, and then he entered the first comp in Wujiang and just destroyed everyone.
To win your first World Cup is so impressive. At 16 years old and break the world record is so impressive.
But of course, Sam came back at him, and then in Chamonix, Zhao did not have the cleanest of comps, so it's left things, in terms of a storyline, it's really quite interesting. Yeah. So, Shangwon Choi on the left-hand side, Ihor Picha on the right-hand side from Ukraine. So many Ukrainian athletes as well, crushing it at the moment. Shangwon Choi has that big strap, though, on his left bicep. Hopefully that's not something that he's
I've noticed that earlier today and also in the training here.
Okay, so he had it throughout. All right, so perhaps preventative or just to stop an injury developing. Here we go, then. Shangwon versus Ihor. And it's quick from Iho, but Shangwon suddenly drives himself upwards. The top was impressive, and it's a 5.42 for him.
And you will see the winner.
Yeah, just a slip on the smear. You can see a lot of rubber there. On the
From
right.
Korea or from
Ukraine at the start. He's behind the whole run.
Yeah, the slip caught him out there.
It looks like the race would have been really close without the slip because they seem to go at the same speed for the rest of the run. It's just the start he was a bit behind. And now we have two Switzerland racing against each other.
Yes, and Gilles Meli and Sofiane Vial. They were in a big video with us in Chamonix as well, these two. We went to their house. We saw their preparation. And Team Switzerland swear on, you know those fish chips that you can buy, like they're salty snacks?
Yeah, yeah.
That is apparently the secret. That's what they bring in a big Tupperware box. Go and watch the video on World Climbing if you haven't seen it.
Oh, maybe we'll see who's eating more today.
Well, exactly. I've been piling them on trying to go faster. Gilles Meli on the left-hand side, Sophia Vial. Let's see if Sofiane can keep it together. It's going to be Gilles all the way. Look at the speed of Gilles here, and a 5.18. Wow, that's quick from him.
Yeah, very fast time.
Mainly checking out.
So Gilles Meli moves forward.
8 on lane 8.
Yeah, always hard when you race your teammate. Do you like racing your teammate? How do you find it? In a comp, anyway.
I don't think I've raced my
really?
teammate before, or maybe not very often, but it's definitely a weird feeling compared to racing someone else, racing someone you know. A lot of times if you race your teammates, it's going to be someone you raced a lot of time in training too, so that might feel odd, or more familiar.
You kind of know their strengths, you know their weaknesses, I
Yeah.
guess, which is an advantage perhaps. Rufeng Wang on the left, Felix Schwauschwecker on the right-hand side.
Yeah, and another thing as well is if it's a good friend you're racing, you won't feel as bad to lose because, your buddy will move on, so.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's just an interesting dynamic. I find it fascinating when it happens.
Yeah.
So can China do it again? They've been very strong throughout this competition so far. We're coming up to 10 to 10 here in Arco. Felix with a very dropped left leg here. He's going to spring off that. And he explodes upwards. Felix is behind. Rufeng Wang will run away with this one. Watch the clock and a 5.19. His under 19 category is fast here tonight.
Yeah, that was super smooth on the left.
Rufeng Wang will move pretty easily forward with that one. China will maintain their dominance. USA is up next. We got Tade Mai coming on and Leo Grosset next to him from France in lane A.
Welcome on stage on lane A from France, Leo Grosset.
There is Leo
Interesting to
Grosset.
see Tate on the right side. I think he is the fastest training PB, or one of the fastest, 4.7 or something.
So a bit of a mistake maybe in qualifying from him.
Yeah, or just, I don't know, off day.
Yeah.
Or also maybe not needing to push because he'll know he'll be in, so.
So Tade, maybe not the favorite lane, but perhaps the favorite on paper. Looking loose as he gains his starting position. Beeps go, and they are fast. Tade makes a big mistake though. Leo Grosset will take it easily eventually, and that bad luck of Tade continues. Not the run he would have wanted there.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. He is on the right side, but I think looking at training PBs, it's a bit of an upset.
Yeah, so that upset, we see a big slip down low, got Tade immediately, and Leo Grosset takes the victory.
Next we have another American, Japan.
Yeah, so it's Koi Tran and Sota Saito up next. Sota wearing, I've never seen that. I don't quite know what that is. It's a knee protector, and it goes into one of those sort of compression socks down at the bottom. And Koi Tran on the right-hand side from the USA.
From United States of America, Koi Tran.
Koi Tran breathing deeply there.
Yeah, Ko is a good friend of mine, so I'm definitely rooting for the right side.
Nice.
But I just hope to see a good race from both.
Yeah, we want it to be tight, don't we? Good running here. All right, positions are gained. Koitran is a little bit ahead at the moment. Look at the speed of him as he drives those legs upwards. Can he take it in the air? Can he hold it? No, he can't. Oh, I thought he was ahead all the way there,
That was really
Bruce.
unfortunate. At the last hole, just a bit of a hesitation. Wow.
Sota Saito takes it, but yeah, it was, look at the top. It was all about those final 4 or so holes.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. You see a bit of a beta difference, actually. Koi does what I currently do, and I mentioned earlier I was changing to what the guy Soto was doing on the left, which is a skipped hole. It's also a big height thing. You can see right there, Koi's a lot shorter, so that's why that is pretty good for him.
Do you think Koi will change as well? Have you chatted to him about that?
I know he's tried it, and he's actually been able to do it before, but it's pretty rare for someone his height to use that beta. And it's not just that it's not that just it's easier to do when you're taller, but if you're shorter, then the not skipping it won't lose you much time because you can bring your arms faster.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's not much of a punishment to use more holds if you're at that height.
All right, well, Hadan Malik on the right-hand side, Yang Li on the, sorry, left-hand side, Yang Li on the right-hand side. China versus Indonesia. Indonesia, as we know, are pretty good at speed climbing.
What's that?
Is what, sorry? Oh, the earbud, yes. We've seen a few of those, and as I mentioned earlier, that will be a yellow card, and you don't really want to be climbing with it. So here we go for both athletes. Both are fast. Yang Yi especially. It's going to be absolutely neck and neck. Who's going to take it?
Wow.
Almost identical. But Hadan Malik will move forward. Indonesia progress there. China lose an athlete in the round of 16.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He looked like he was pulling a bit in the middle and pulling a bit ahead, and then a smear slipped. And I think that cost him. I think without the slip, he would have won that race.
All right, well, what a round that was there. The first round of 16 is done for the men and the women. Some big names gone. And this is the women's progression. Keep an eye on the middle. Polina, running fast. So Milana Milichenko is on for our neutral athletes. And then Ren Koyamasa Matsu is on the right-hand side.
Yeah, keep an eye on her beta on the right. It's pretty rare for the U19 girls.
In which part are we going to watch out for?
At the very top.
Okay. All right, so the athletes walk forward, trying to keeping toes off the ground there for Milana. Don't want any dirt to get on the end of your feet in this discipline. Here we go. Let's keep an eye on Ren at the top. It's neck and neck in the middle, though. Ren had a little bit of a mistake, which means Milana is going to take it. Ren did not have the cleanest run there.
Yeah, but sub-7 is still good. Sub-7 from both. She is really excited. Wow.
Milana will move forward. Yeah, Ren just made a couple of errors throughout that, and that top there was a big mistake. So Milana will move forward into the semi-finals. Ren knocked out at this stage.
Yeah, 6.5 is a very impressive time. That's definitely a strong time in the open field as well. So.
Yeah, one to watch there as well. Shi Huang on the left, Jimin Huang on the right. There is Jimin Huang, keeping very loose, vibing to herself there on the right. Team China, though, as we know, you can't take your eyes off this squad. Here we go then. Jimin Huang is behind at the moment. Shi Huang is going to take this surely, and she does with a 6.82.
Yeah, actually a slight slip on the left near the top, but still fast enough to take the win.
Yeah, let's have a look at where that happened. She was
On
slow
the
at
left
the
near the top.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a slip on that smear.
Oh, yes, I did catch that. But Jimin was just a bit slow throughout that run, just couldn't quite find her rhythm.
And it's still pretty close, 0.2 seconds, so if the slip was a bit worse, it could have been the other way.
Yeah. So Polina Hakovic comes on the left-hand side, Evgenia on the right-hand side. Evgenia Yusenko on the right, Polina Hakovic on the left. Polina in her zone. She turns. Big moment, this. Here we go then. Polina is faster. Evgenia is going to come back at her though. What will Polina do at the top? Polina will take it. 6.60. And a big reaction there from Polina. She stamps herself onto the wall and moves forward. Jump done for her.
Yeah, both of them having very close reaction times, very quick reaction times. I think often in competition, especially finals, you see people, take it more safer. I think we've seen a lot of slow reaction times because, those were just 0.04 seconds away from a false start, which, you're immediately out.
Absolutely. Well, Polina strides off. No words spoken between those two. Right, next up then, Huan Ho Chuan versus Yumie on the right-hand side.
I think from a team and coach's perspective, like having two teammates race each other can be good because you're guaranteed someone to move on, but also you're guaranteed someone to get eliminated. So like a team as strong as China would probably wish to have be in separate races to try to both get further.
Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Because you obviously lose an athlete regardless, which is not what you want. All right, Xuan on the left, Yumie Bai on the right. The battle of the teammates. Well, they're both very quick at the start. It's neck and neck, but Yu Chuan falls. Yumie Bai will take this, but what a comeback on the left as well. She really fought there.
Yeah, only half a second difference from a pretty big slip. It's quite impressive.
Yumie Bai will move forward.
Would have been very close without the slip.
Xuan, let's see this again, because it was a big slip and a great recovery from her. There was a slip, but look at the comeback. Especially on that top section, really.
It looked like she was gaining a little bit, but it was just too far away.
So smiles between the two. Women's round completed. Time for the men. So your category, Bruce.
Yeah.
Will he be back, do you think, in the World Series stage next year? Are you going to be trying to compete in the senior circuit?
Me?
Yeah.
I might. There's a slight chance I go to the World Cups later this year in China.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Maybe. It's a big maybe.
Okay. Yeah, there's a double header there as well, isn't it? So it's a good one to go to, I guess.
Yeah.
And the 4 lane as well, which you like. So, Francesco Ponzinibo on the left-hand side. Yang Jishi on the right. Here we go then from Yang Jishi. It's fast in the middle for both of them. Oh, a big slip from Francesco, who fires off the wall and down. He managed to catch himself and finish, but that was a huge slip from him.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Big upset against the 1 seed, and also it's unfortunate that in his home crowd.
There.
Wow,
oh,
yeah.
That was a great save from him. I mean, he wanted to finish the race off, but a big moment sent him down.
That is really unfortunate for the first seed.
He was looking good until that happened.
I think another interesting thing is both of those competitors were completely frozen at the start beeps. A lot of times you see, a swing start where they move their hips to the side and try to get some momentum before the third beep goes.
Yeah, it's a good point, that swing sort of
But
start.
both of them in the last race were basically frozen.
Huh. All right, Shangwon Choi on the left, Gilles Meli on the right. Gilles beat his teammate in the round before and was quick. Underway then, Gilles is a bit slow off the start, he's going to have to race him. Oh, Gilles might have this at the top, and he does have it at the top, a slip. Who knew what would go on in the air there, but Gilles Meli moves forward.
That was very, very close. Like, if he didn't slip, it would be a super close race, because it looked like on the right he was actually catching up by the end. Wow.
Yeah, so I think it was going to be anyone's in the air, one of those Dino wins it kind of moments.
Yeah, like I think Sangwon was definitely ahead in the first half, but he was really pulling it back. By the top, it was neck and neck.
So France
and also a very fast time, 5:02.
Yeah.
Very close to sub 5.
Yeah, with cool to see a sub-5 there today,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
it?
think it's definitely possible. These guys have definitely done in training, a lot of them.
Rufeng Wang on the left-hand side, Leo Grosset from France on the right. Yeah, sub-5 would set this crowd on fire here, and it's already absolutely buzzing in the stadium. So, France on the right, China on the left. The crowd silent again. Here we go. Off, and Leo Grosset is fast, but look at Rufeng Wang. He's caught him, he's passed him, he's winning the race with a 5.21. Fantastic stuff from him. Leo with a mistake that cost him.
Yeah, a smaller slip at the start and then a bigger one about halfway through.
Let's watch it in a replay then. Legs were going on the right from Leo. Yeah, twice he slipped.
But even before the second one, it looked like he was already behind. And we saw a clean finish on the left side, so.
Yes, maybe in that first slip, got in his head a little bit.
Yeah, possibly. Not just in your head, but your positioning would be changed from slips, and they can. Yeah, when you practice like doing every move like in a full run, without any slips. So.
Yeah, the sport's sort of centimeters. It does make a big difference. Sata Saito, Hayden Malik, Indonesia, with his chalk bag still on. Hopefully he's going to take that one off.
I did see this in qualies too. He wears it and then takes it off when he gets clipped in. Maybe so he doesn't have to bend over to pick it up.
Yes, if anyone's chalking up mid-route.
Yeah, I was a bit confused seeing that in qualies.
Yeah. You don't want to be carrying extra weight up there, do you? Sata Saito settles first. Hayden Malik on the right. Oh, Haddon Malik, sorry. It's fast from Sata Saito. His slips, falls, he's gone. Haddon Malik moves forward, another slip. I like the fact we're seeing slips on different lanes, though. It just shows that, you know, it's not about, sometimes one lane is slippier, and we see it, but here I think it's a bit of both.
Here I think it seems pretty even. He was ahead before he slipped on the left here. He had a faster start, faster reaction time. But that is, an unfortunate slip.
Haddon Malik will move forward then. Big slip. Sata Saito just catches him up to shake his hand. Nice to see that. So back to our first semi-final. Milena Malenchenko on the left.
Yeah, semi's always a really stressful race because if you win, you're guaranteed a medal. So it's almost a win in itself.
See, I would think it's less stressful because you're guaranteed, you know, another chance at it. But you think, I suppose it's gold and silver.
I think it's pretty scary because I think the scariest race is the small final, and even like having the risk of having to go in there is scary to me.
Yeah. So Milana on the left, Xin Huang on the right.
But it is a bit safe that you get a second race for guaranteed after this. So.
Yeah. Here we go then. Milana's been fast. Wow. She's not fast this time. She's out. Xin Huang will move forward.
Behind,
and she does. Yeah, so a slip from Milana, sending her off. We'll see a replay of exactly where it went wrong. I think it was the Tomoa, wasn't it?
Yeah, right at the start, the smear slipped. It's interesting, 7.0, like, if Milana didn't slip on the left, she would definitely have a good shot at winning. She's been running in sub-7s this competition, so.
Handshakes there. Yeah, unfortunate for Milana. It happens, and it's hard when it happens at the beginning. It's so tricky just to regain any pace after that. Second semi-final then. Polina Hakovic is back in action. Yumi Bai on the right-hand side, her opponent.
Yeah, now China's fighting for a double China final for U19 girls. Which, you know, that's where you want your athletes to meet in the big final.
Yes, exactly.
That's the best.
Yeah, as a coach, it's like, job done. You can go home at that point.
First and second.
Yeah. Polina wants this, you can tell. Needs to keep it together for one more race. Yumi Bai, maybe the underdog here. Here we go then. Polina Hakovic is ahead by half a body length. Can she keep it together? Looks like she will. Polina moves forward into the gold medal race and is guaranteed a gold or silver. Yumi Bai will face Milana in the second round. Sorry, in the bronze medal race. Polina, you can tell all of her emotions, can't you?
Even with a bit of a slow reaction time, right at the start, she pulled ahead with a really strong first few moves.
Well, before the women have even left the stage, we bring the men's out. Great organisation going on behind the scenes. Yang Jixi versus Gilles Melly. We just get a reminder here for the men.
And every semi-final race we'll watch, women and men, have one China athlete in there. Cool to see.
Yeah, they have had a very good round here of speed. Gilles Melly raises his hands. Yang Jixi will be staring down at the ground. He has one final chalk up, adjusts the shoes. Here we go then. Winner of this will move forward into the gold medal race in the first of our semi-finals. Still on the left-hand side in the starting position. The legs start to drive. It's going to be Gilles. Can Gilles hold it? No, Gilles can't hold it. Yang Jixi takes it. Gilles was so far ahead.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate. It looked to be a very fast time as well.
Gilles Melly moves forward. Yang Jixi.
Yeah, he slipped on a really big move.
Oh. Well, congratulations to Yang Jixi. He's guaranteed a silver or a gold there.
That is very unfortunate. He was very clearly ahead.
He was, wasn't he? By quite some way before that slip. Maybe that got to him.
Again, just like the woman, we have the second semi-final. China fighting for a second spot in the final.
Will he join his teammate, Rufeng Wang, on the left? Hadan Malik on the right. Will he be the newest Indonesian superstar? Measures the distance on the starting pad. So can China make it the double? Can they get the guaranteed spots here? It'll be the dream for them. Hadan will stand in their way if possible. Last air climbs before getting settled here. Flick of the legs. Here we go then, and it's fast from Rufeng Wang, but Hadan Malik is coming back at him. It's going to be in the air. No, it's not going to be in the air because Rufeng Wang had a slip at the very top, and Hadan Malik bounces off the wall in celebration.
Yeah, China on the left was definitely ahead at the start. Yeah, unfortunate slip.
It was a big one. Sent down. Oh, this has been such a dramatic couple of races, couple of finals here for the under-17s and under-19s. And now it's time to find out who will take the medal. Bruce, what have you thought generally about this? I think the quality has been really high from our athletes. Fast times throughout.
Yeah, every year, you know, it improves the coaching improves and the athletes, they all get faster. Like, if you look at the cutoff times for finals, they get faster every year in every category.
And then for Team Canada, have you guys got sort of what people to look out for in the future? Is this something that's still developing for you guys, or is it tricky at the moment?
Yeah, in the open field, yeah, I think it's starting to prove we're getting like a deeper field and, you know, more fast people.
Sienna was talking about the fact there's 5 speed walls, I think she said, throughout Canada.
I haven't counted, but probably around there.
Yeah, which can be tricky, can't it? You know, it's a long way to travel for some people.
Yeah, because, you know, Canada's like obviously like a really big country area-wise, so a lot of people travel really far, I know, for speed walls.
Yeah.
And, you know, a couple of like pretty strong speed athletes are quite far from a 15-meter and they train on sections, which is definitely not optimal. I'm pretty lucky, though. I have a full 15-meter speed wall just 10-minute drive away.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does help an awful lot, especially when it's a good speed wall as well. Well, I was talking to the Polish team the other day, and they train on a really grippy, really good wall. And the coach was saying, I don't know whether we should go and train on worse walls because, you know, the circuit moves around the world. Not every wall is exactly the same. So, yeah.
There's definitely pros and cons of either, because I think if you train on a good wall, you can, you know, really push your time and get comfortable. And a lot of times on the World Series, the wall and holds should be pretty good. So.
Yeah, theoretically, it's all very similar, but there are such small differences. And you know, I think the best wall at the moment is probably in Wujiang, which is also sort of inside, it's climate controlled.
Yeah. I think training on a worse wall can make you more used to worse walls and maybe make you less prone to slipping, but also you might not get as fast, and you know, that's also really important, speed climbing, you know, speed and consistency.
Yeah. So there's Milana on the left. She had a slip in the round before. She's got to put that behind her now. She's up against Yumi Bai.
Already bronze medalist at the World Youth Championship.
Looking chill out there. Standing in the spotlight, a brief wave and a bow, and then jackets off, it's game time hint. There is my colleague Leo, leaning on the wall, looking chill. He's one of 2 people creating and editing the content here over the week, with some help from me, but they are the talented people.
Yeah, I saw the grip strength challenge you did. That looks fun.
He put a fake grip strength in for me, all right? I just want to put that publicly. That
I
was
saw,
meant
what,
to be a
17?
joke. It's not. I was 56, all right, in Innsbruck.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yes, I did an intro because I wanted to pull a funny face, and he decided to put the 17.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm not happy, Leo. You're
I
not
saw that and I
listening.
thought, I don't think he's that weak.
I mean, I'm weak at the moment, but yeah, not that weak. It was meant to be a joke, Leo. We didn't get the memo on that one. Right, Milana looks down. Yumi Bai also approaches the wall. Here we go then. Who's going to take this then? Milana is ahead at the moment. Yumi Bai tries to catch up. Milana Melkovic will take it. She wins the bronze medal and celebrates with some
Super
style there.
exciting. 6'5", very quick.
Milana wins the medal and is very emotional as she returns to the ground. China is beaten in the bronze medal race. She tries to stay focused. I would imagine she's raging inside as well. And Milana gives a big hug there. And she is the bronze medalist.
Yeah, really good run on the left by Milana. 6.5.
Look at that reaction from Milana there, as we see her backstage talking away. So next up, Gilles Melly, Yufeng Wang will attempt to claim the bronze medal.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's definitely a struggle if you have like a rough semifinal where you could have won. You're definitely gonna be really unhappy, but you still have a race to run for Gil. So
Yeah, putting it all behind you is so hard.
yeah, both of
isn't
them actually were ahead in their semifinal races in both rounds. So see who can keep their composure better.
Oh, Gilles will stand there, allow the MC to talk about him. Another part of the game is this. Do you practice these moments when you're in training?
Sometimes. At the gym I climb at, we have comps in somewhat monthly actually, where we go through the whole procedure. Like,
I think it's super helpful to do that, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. Let's be honest, the competition.
Yeah, very different from normal training.
Yeah.
And we do them like very realistically. We actually have real crowds and real judges and stuff.
Wow,
Keep track of
okay.
everything. Has a real competition. So.
I think that's a really smart idea by you guys. I really do. I think as much as this can be normalized when you're out there in real life, it's so much easier. All right, Gilles approaches first of all, hammers on the wall. That's a new one.
And maybe some of the anger from the last race.
Yes. So, a silence in the stadium right now. Gilles still slapping away, trying to get that body fired up, engaged, locked in and ready. Yufeng Wang, a very different approach. Ice on the right. Marks are called. Here we go. Bronze medal race underway then. Gilles explodes, but so does Yufeng Wang. This could be
Very
taken
close.
right at the top. It's
Wow.
going to be Gilles Melly. That's so cool.
Very fast time.
Rufeng didn't actually stop the clock there eventually. He missed the timing pad, I think, at the top.
Yeah, I've noticed this. It stops at this with other falls this time. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's still going. The clock is being a bit weird there.
Yeah, really fast time. And with a .22 reaction, super impressive. See if 190.
Let's see this again. They were both absolutely neck and neck through here. No mistakes made just at the very top. Yeah, he did miss the paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like if you hit it, it could have been a sub-5 as well, since, you know, we saw 490 on the left.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So perhaps a mistake just cost him the medal with that one. It's hard to tell in full speed.
Yeah, from my point of view, it looked like the left was a bit ahead, but it was very close.
So, women's final then. Polina Harkovic on the right-hand side. Xin Huang on the right-hand side. Smile on her face. I'd like to see that. That's a kind of determined look of confidence from her there. Sometimes the Chinese athletes don't show much emotion out there. She is showing all of the emotion.
Yeah.
And there is Polina. Oh, you wouldn't want to mess with that lady right now.
Yeah.
She's already the world youth champion. Can she get a double?
Yeah, this it's a bit different from what I've seen in other comps, where usually the top 4 they present the athletes and then they go into the races.
It
Instead,
changed this year, yeah. It's just to sort of make everything a bit smoother is the general idea.
Yeah,
I know there was a
think
bit of debate whether it is better or worse, but
I imagine it may be a bit nerve-wracking for the athletes to climb right after, you know, standing there, because in the other format you would go back in the 4 athletes. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think there's sort of pros and cons for both of it. Luckily, I'm in no way the decision maker on these things. So
yeah.
But yes, I've heard chat either way. Right, gold medal time then. The loser will get a silver, but the loser does not want a silver. They want to be the victor here tonight. That gold medal, so important for them and their future careers. Can Polina do it again? Here we go then. Polina with a massive slip is out. Xin Huang will take it. Polina will finish it off. Not the race we would have want to see, but a gutsy performance from that lady there. Xin Huang will take victory over Polina.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate final race for Polina.
Such a shame for her, isn't it? I mean, you want to be able to race at your best. And a big slip on the Tomoa sent her.
Yeah, they had very close reaction times, but in the split second that you know, Polina was climbing before the slip, she looks to have like a super explosive start. We'll see on the replay. So.
Well, Team China takes another gold medal, their second of the evening. Let's see the slip from Polina. Oh, it was a big one, wasn't it? A smear.
Yeah, a bit of hesitation on the left.
Yeah, I think she knew she was done at that point. So another gold medal on the line then. Yang Shi, Haddon Malik.
Yeah, let's hope for a cleaner final race than earlier today in the U17. That was crazy.
Yes, the double fall and then the recovery. I have never seen that before. I'm trying to think of the things I haven't seen in speed climbing yet. I've seen most things.
Yeah. You've seen like a tie, right?
Yes, I've seen two. Two in the space of a week.
I think I remember when that happened in Europe, right?
Yeah, it was in Bologna first of all, and then somewhere else after that. But it was 2 in a week. It was, I think it was Rome, actually.
Yeah, I think, was it the Olympic qualifier?
Yeah,
like
yeah. Because I remember being like, I've never seen it, it's incredible, and then it happened again, and I couldn't say that again.
And then we haven't seen it since.
No, exactly. Oh, I saw a draw. Where did I see a draw? Did I see a draw? I might have imagined it. I think I wrote a script about a draw. I might have made that up. All right, everyone. Another race to go then here. Yang Shi on the left. Haddon Malik on the right. China versus Indonesia. We've seen this in the senior circuit quite a few times, these two nations together.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of the athletes up here in the youth worlds, like we'll see soon in the open field as well.
Yeah, the futures here.
Yeah, youth worlds is where a lot of current open athletes started.
Yeah,
so.
exactly that. Future Olympians, we might be watching them right now. Marks are called. Here we go. Gold medal race for the under-19s. The final race of our Youth World Championships speed event. Here we go then, no slip so far, and it's Haddon Malik ahead by half a body. Can he hold it? Oh no, it's a double slip at the top, and then Yang Shi takes it.
That was crazy. At the very top.
As you say, at the very, very top then. Wow.
What a final race.
It was done and dusted, that race, until that moment. Let's see the slip at the top then. Oh.
And the recovery was so close as well. Like, they both finished at very close.
Oh, that just shows you cannot stop climbing in speed climbing. Wow, what a bizarre way to finish things off. Maybe we have seen everything now, Bruce. Crazy stuff.
What a final race, wow.
Well, listen, Bruce, I know you've aged out of this competition now, right? Or have you got another? You got another Youth World Champs.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you back here again. Hopefully, not in the commentary box this time next year, please.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Bruce,
maybe I can commentate the younger as well.
That's a good point. All right, we'll see you for the under-17s, but well, no, because you'll be getting ready. Look, I don't want to see you again. Is my point. But have a wonderful season. Maybe see you in China in a month
possibly.
or so. Thank you very much, Bruce. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Right, everyone, podium and flower ceremonies and the rest to come. I'll be back with you in a couple of seconds.
Here we are, and we can start with the flower ceremony. So Arco, please welcome in the stadium the new medalist for the speed under-19 women. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the third place in that World Climbing Youth Championship Arco 2026.
Well, the flower ceremonies, and we get to throw some flowers out into the audience now. Everyone gathering down at the front, and what's become quite a tradition here, this. The podiums will come just after this, and I'll leave you with the MC to finish things off here. What a cool race. And remember, everyone, Boulder over the next couple of days. 2 days of qualification and then 2 days of semi-finals and finals to finish things off. The lead competition took place the other evening, and you can watch that as well, free. Oh, no, not the best throw there. Free on YouTube to watch, and of course all that extra content we make for you guys on YouTube and Instagram, to go along and follow there. Subscribe while you're at it. Thank you to Bruce and Sienna for joining me as well. Team Canada representing in the commentary box. Well, everyone, I will return in a couple of days for more action. And for the podium, I will leave you with our MC to call the final results for you. What a day it's been for speed. New medalists, new champions crowned. And we will be back very soon for the Boulder comp. My name's Matt Broom. I'll see you soon, everyone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at the third place, representing Switzerland, she is Meili. At second place, representing Indonesia, Haddon Malik. And so, ladies and gentlemen, first place, world champion representing China, Chai Yanze. Guys, up the flowers, mind for the photos, making the run, and show the flowers to the public. Thank you, guys. Okay, Arco, now here we are. In a few moments, we will have the ceremony awards for the under 17 and under 19 category. Okay, I think that in a while we are going to start with the ceremony awards for the under 17 and then 19. È un po' giù la voce effettivamente, se devo essere sincero, però ce la caviamo sempre, voglio dire. Mi manca la spinta, però come vedi la base standard è comunque sempre di buon livello, stai bene? Va bene, va bene. Mi sei mancato il campionato europeo un pochettino. Speravo di vederti lì in giro. Arco, settembre non mi hanno ancora convocato. Allora convocami tu, se mi convochi tu, io vengo proprio senza nessun tipo di problema. Okay, so we are just waiting for the fleets in order to start. I was talking with Matteo Zurloni, that have been a world champion and Olympian for Italy, and so it's always nice. But I mean, I just explained you that I've been world champion and Olympian, but I was talking with Matteo Zurloni because he's my friend, not because I've been a world champion and Olympian, because I know Matteo since more time before than he becomes world champion and Olympian. And I've been really emotional to me to see this small guy that was like that, running into the gym, become world champion and Olympian. But I was talking with Matteo because he's my friend, not because he's a world champion and Olympian. And so, now we are setting up the scenario. little by little, every piece, every brick going to its place. Because I always say that a skyscraper is not done in one step. You need to put all the brick one above the other in order to build a skyscraper. Ok, gli inni ce li hai? Okay, we're getting ready for the second award. Dovrebbe funzionare, voglio dire che sia lì dentro che sia... And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially ready to start the ceremony award. No, wait a second. We have just the details to solve. Sono un piccolo. No, lo sta girando. Just time to solve the small technical issues and then we will start. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now we are ready. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony for the World Climbing Speed Youth Championship 2026 now begins. Please welcome the presenter. Applauso. The medal and the trophy will be presented by Debbie Gorrich, World Climbing Honorary Member, and Davide Battistella, President of the Italian Sport Climbing Federation. And so now we can start. Please welcome in the stadium the medalist for the women under 17 speed. So, ladies and gentlemen, first place and bronze medalist representing China, Nuo Chen. Second place and silver medalist representing Thailand, Kamayamat Arsakit. And so, ladies and gentlemen, gold medalist and women's under 17 Speed World Champion Arco 2026, representing New Zealand, Mila Piatek. So, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able to for the national anthem of New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, the woman under 17 speed medalist with a new world champion. Congrats to all the medalists. Thank you, ladies. Lifetime selfie. Thank you, ladies. And so they are going to reload the trophy and the medals. Just give them a few seconds and we will go on with the men's. Non va bene, ci vogliono 2 set di vassoi. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalist for the men under 17 speed. So, ladies and gentlemen, bronze medalist representing Germany, Moritz Müller. Second place and silver medalist representing France, Mim Long, Huguet Ancelotte. And so, ladies and gentlemen, gold medalist and man under 17 speed world champion Arco 2026 representing China, Mingyi Zhou. So, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able to for the national anthem of China. Ladies and gentlemen, the men's under 17 speed medalist. And so just reloading the trophy, and we can start with the under 19. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalist for the women under 19 speed. Lost it. Okay, so Arco, please make an applause and welcome the medalist for the women under 19 speed. So, ladies and gentlemen, third place and bronze medalist, Milana Melnichenko. Second place and the silver medalist representing Ukraine, Polina Kalkevich. And so, ladies and gentlemen, gold medalist and women's under 19 lead world champion Arco 2026, representing China, Xingji Wang. So, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you're able to, for the national anthem of China. Ladies and gentlemen, the woman under 19 speed medalist. Applauso Arco. Thank you, ladies. And so, just the time to reload medals and trophy, and we will go on with the last award ceremony of the day. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in the stadium the medalist for the under 19 men category. Applauso. Yeah, now it's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, bronze medalist representing Switzerland, Gilles Meili. And then, ladies and gentlemen, silver medalist representing Indonesia, Adam Malik Bakmuyabar. And so, ladies and gentlemen, gold medalist and men under 19 speed world champion Arco 2026, representing China, Yanze Shi. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you're able to, for the national anthem of China. Ladies and gentlemen, the man under 19 speed medalist. Applauso Arco. Congratulations to all the medalists and also thank you Classic selfie life forever. It is correct, a new world champion. It means a lot for those guys, and so it's also right to give them this moment. And so Arco makes the last applause. Thank you guys for the moment, but especially thank you to the present